Today I want to talk about the Shayna perfume. What this idea comes from is in the temple, with the sacrificial offering that was incense, it was one putrid ingredient, 12 delicious floral or just sweet smells that together created a new and unique smell that could be much more potently delicious than if that balancer smell, which we might call disgusting, wasn't part of it. And this I really feel connected to because in using one area where I feel is many people can relate to, but feeling unlovable and sort of coming up with a million reasons, like, feeling mocked for my flaws, taking things personally, forgetting other people's actions are about them, feeling a sense of worthlessness really about I want to be worthy, I want to be useful, I want to be full of use. I don't want to be useless or powerless, but actually there's a freedom in being powerless and useless. So allowing this to be not so disgusting, but actually rather a balancer of kind of being a nothing, and allowing that to inform all the areas where I'm a something. So I'm going to go through the list of the 13 ingredients that balance each other out. And this is to inspire somebody to really fully own one area of struggle in order to see the 12 areas of success. So first and foremost, my unlovability and my worthlessness. My low self-esteem, I end up acting like an expert. I end up pushing people away, isolating. I end up identifying with my actions, with how helpful I am, with my appearance. For example, today I felt like, on the one hand, my hair looks so alive. On the other hand, it's like too much, right? As my ideas. So this self-critical nature and feeling divided really is a big part of who I am, but there's 12 other parts when I recognize this is just one part. And another part is accountability and responsibility. Really identifying with my word means that I keep my word. I do my best. When I can't do it, I say I can't do it. When I make mistakes, I own them, saying sorry, forgiving people, not saying no when I mean yes, or yes when I mean no. Another is dedication and devotion. This area of low self-esteem, I've really put my all into things. I have been a go-getter, high accomplisher, perfectionistic kind of person. I've thrown myself in with worship, what I believe in. Courage and fearlessness is the fourth ingredient. And this is possible for me because I'm willing to go all in. I don't want to feel useless. I don't want to feel worthless. So I throw myself in and I give it my all. And that also requires me to let go of my fears or fully feel them, anxiety, and it motivates me. It motivates me extensively. Incredible understanding. This is number 5. And this allows me to really be there for others who have low self-esteem. It allows me to be really, really sensitive to other people's needs, their feelings of lowliness, feeling undignified or without grace, and seeing where people are coming from. And sometimes maybe the one who sounds like the expert actually probably feels like they don't really have much to offer except maybe some knowledge that really is transient. And then extreme tolerance. Growing up in an abusive household where I felt very not precious, not significant, I have a very high threshold for being able to withstand other people's being unable to be respectful or accommodating, high pain. I don't get any more tattoos now. My spirit told me it's not for me anymore, but I used to get a lot. And that's included here. For my spirit, I was willing to sit through a lot of pain. So I felt that it would make me more of who I am. So I see this huge strength, high tolerance, and my exercise, my yoga, seeing myself push and feel the burn and go past my limit. And then my imagination and creativity. So on the one hand, it can lead to fantasy and wanting things to be better than they are. Too much hope is really like idol worship, kind of. Like it will only be good when that such and such happens. However, it also allows me to face this true reality, which can be so brutal, with a sense of amazement, because I can watch things unfold, and also I can believe with my creativity that I could make something beautiful, and that a lot of my art is chaotic, and I find order in the chaos. So this is what my creativity and imagination does. They give meaning, flesh it out, make it feel worth it. Like, why am I even doing this? Loyalty and faithfulness. I have stuck around with partners who were so incapable because I identified with them. And I've stuck around with people who were so toxic, they couldn't offer, they couldn't connect. They were so manipulative, so dishonest, because I related to them in my history. So I've been able to be, from my dark side, loyal and faithful, but actually I realized how these skills are amazing qualities. To be faithful, to stick by. How many companies have somebody for 7 years and then let them go because they could pay someone else less? So this is, to me, I'm really proud of these qualities. Honesty and authenticity. So in feeling like I might be a fraud or an imposter, get found out and then be punished and then be shown to be a nobody, really just kind of like a discarded, forsaken kind of caliber of somebody, I've become very authentic. I've had to learn how to be myself, even when I feel like I don't fit in, I don't belong. If someone really got to know me, they wouldn't want to be with me. So this honesty and authenticity within myself for the darkness has also helped me with the light. I can see, my qualities. I can be honest about my abilities. I am able to also tell the truth about difficult things. I can ask for help. I can express my loneliness. And I can also speak up about the practice I'm doing without identifying too much with the results and the accomplishment on paper. Number 10, analysis and connecting the dots. So this is my ability to see, because this happened, I can find weaknesses in all my arguments, weaknesses in everyone else's arguments, and I can also figure out how the parts are in the whole is in the parts. Constantly like hypervigilance when we're afraid of being caught, we learn how to pay very good attention and have great observation skills. We find the dirt on everybody in the room so that if we get bullied, we can throw it back at them. Using this quality for the good means I can also see where I can empathize with others, give them my presence and blessing, and more importantly, communicate in an integral, and fair way. And this starts all within, when I'm able to see the results of what I do and the consequences. And I can also connect, from, in my spiritual learnings, I can connect from one religion to, for example, Jewish people received on Mount Sinai the Creator. The Hindu people received Shiva on a different mountain. And another example is how the Buddhist mentality for something that it's about letting go of all attachment. In Judaism, we say hispodadut. You do an account. You let go of the areas that are taxing. It's like a millionaire's mindset. You want to see where you have problems, where you're losing energy. So my analysis, my connecting the dots, allows me to take the mystical, true meaning from many religions and service them accordingly. Utilize them as tools to see that all paths lead to one. What's the point of what I'm doing? Resourcefulness. In order to get my needs met, I had to learn how to make something out of very little, how to be very thrifty. I had to get by on very little money at times. I had to learn how to find control in situations where the other had most of the control. This required mental brainstorming. At times it was obsessive and it was compulsive. However, it's also an amazing skill to have. Resourcefulness. And 12, generosity and respect. Coming from feeling scarcity and lack and being able to identify with, I am not the stuff. And actually, stuff never makes me happy. And I'm sure, I found out yesterday that Elon Musk is going to become the first trillionaire. So I'm sure that it's never enough for him either. The money never satisfies the sense of, I'm here for a reason. I know I am here. It makes a difference. And all these other people living all different lives. And there's a lot of doubts. So having respect for wherever somebody is in their path and whatever their viewpoint is really having respect for the Creator who lives through all of us and who has eyes through all of us. The life form itself that we are is giving, breathing, being to an abundant force of nature. And finally, dignity and freedom. This is that I am innately dignified. If I went through all that I did, and I did such dark things and such low things with my body, with my energy, I was a sellout, and I was so manipulative. And in doing so, I also learned how to find dignity, walking the walk of shame home in the morning, or having to account for money that I didn't spend appropriately or got inappropriately. I learned dignity even in these really horrible places, and it taught me that there's dignity even when I'm doing a better job, even when I'm trying to be honestly making ends meet, or I didn't take temporary financial gain from a means that would allow me to feel that it was lowering myself. So in really connecting with freedom to be in, going to the park on a day where I feel completely scattered in a fog, it makes me feel free. I feel I'm connected to nature. This park will be here before and after me. These trees are watching me. They breathe me. I breathe them. There's a sense of dignity and freedom in just being a living being and making the